I'm back doing a little bit more work on the MiG-25. Since I last had it on camera, here and there I'll put a little wee bit of filler. I'm not sure if you can quite spot it. If you'd like me to zoom in just so you can just get a good look at where this filler is, I shall do so. It's just a teensy little bit of filler all around there. None of this is actually stuck together at the minute still. Right. So yes, those are just actually held on with blue tack at the minute. Lots and lots of detail in that engine nozzle. Yeah, like I said, if you do need me to zoom in so you can see where the filler is, I shall do that for you. It's just about, you can just about make it out if you look really close. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get stuck in to rubbing this down. Yeah, you can see it. I've had a bit of a rescribe. Well, I say rescribe because there's no detail there to start with. I scribed some panel lines on there. I scribed this square there, not quite successfully. But onwards and upwards. So I shall get this rubbed down. Also, actually, I can't remember if I showed this before, but the pilot kind of popped out. And in there, there's a couple of side consoles. And a dashboard, instrument panel. Inside that's not a bad bit of detail for this kit. Yeah, it's almost impossible to see that. Let me just try and zoom it in a touch. There we go. Oh look, I think we need some filler over there. What a surprise. So yeah, anyway, like I say, we'll hit it with the scratchy sandy stuff and see what happens. Right, it's now probably 48 hours after that first bit you've just seen. I have been rubbing it on and off, rubbing it down and buffing it up and blah blah blah, and I've ended up with a MiG-25 shaped lump of filler and plastic. Yeah, none of that's glued on. I'm going to get the wings and tail on, because now with the bulk of this filling on, maybe it'll help if I hold it in front of the camera. With the bulk of this filling done, I don't need to be really heavy with the buffing down, so I can start to put some details on it, like wings. I mean, this is what I'm talking about with soft moulding. I mean, that's in as far as it'll go. So the other one's the same look. So that's going to need some attention, but in order to do that, it needs to be fitted. So I'll get that stuck, get the wings stuck on, Might leave the rudders because they're going to be in the way a little bit. Yeah, I'll leave those. I'll get the wings on first, get all that sorted out, and then we'll go again. I've also, you can probably see, I've done a little bit of scribing. I'm not going to go too crazy with that for obvious reasons. And we've still got sort of panel lines, mould lines and flash, but it's beginning to start to finally take shape. And once I've got that done, then I can chuck some paint at it. And hopefully that's going to make it look a lot better. Right then, without further ado, let's put the wings on. So that's the wings on. They are, of course, an absolutely perfect fit. I'll need to use very little filler on there, except, no I won't. I've tried to make that part of the fuselage fit better there, and I've chopped off way too much, but filler. So I'm going to let this set for a bit, give it a wipe of filler, and then I'll probably have to leave it to set for 24 hours, I'm thinking. And get on with something else. So, as you can see, I've filled that massive hole I made and done a bit more extra filling there and there. But we need to fill these gaps here. Now, this stuff, it's really quite brittle, and any sort of flex, it it's most likely it is going to start to crack and spoil out of it, of the gap. So what I'm going to propose to use is this stuff. Now the pros of this are I'm a decorator, always got some. Also, it's actually water based, so you can mix it with water, make it into a paste because it is quite thick when it comes out the tube. Smear it on. You can also, I'm going to use it on the B17 wing roots as well, because I can put it on wet brush and clean it all off without any sort of rubbing down, which will preserve all the raised detail. Touch wood. So I'm going to squish a bit of this out and let's see how we go. Right, so as you can see, if anyone decides they are going to have a go with this, do make sure it's a decorator's cork and not the bathroom sealant, which is evil. You get that on you, it won't come off, it won't dry, it will make a big mess. You'd wreck anything you put it on, modelling wise. And I'm willing to bet, because it's quite an old tube, that it needs a bit of assistance. Yeah, I think this tube's shot. It's, to be honest, this DDD stuff, even when the tubes were brand new, it was very, very dry. We never used to like using it, if I'm honest. It just looks like it's set. So, bear with me. Did I switch off before I finished talking? Yeah, bear with me. I'll get another tube, decent stuff, and we'll crack straight on. Actually, I've managed to get a bit out of the back of the tube, which may be usable. Now I'm covered in the stuff. So, as I say, this stuff is water soluble, so I can get a bit of water in there and turn it into almost a paste. Fuck off. Let's see what we can do with this. This doesn't look like it's going to be a roaring success, if I'm honest. And what I might do is use this to fill the bulk of this gap and then do the final wipe over with the more brittle filler. Because this stuff also, it does shrink a little bit as it dries, and you cannot rub it down in any way, shape or form. But with it being water based, you can smear it on all over, no regard to trying to keep it neat. And then you just get your damp brush And there we go. If nothing else, that's going to give me a nice base to put some more filler on. It's kind of like, what's that stuff you call it sprue gum. It's, because this is, I mean, it's plastic based stuff, plasticky, whatever you want to call it. So it will do a job. As I say, once I've got this on, I'm going to leave it to dry for a while and do something else. And there you are. Nice and neat. I mean, if you're doing a kit where you don't want to lose any detail, this is an ideal way of making that happen. You'd probably have to do it to give it a couple of passes, to be fair, but for the neatness you can do this with, I think it's a good idea. Right then, that will be that. And I'm going to leave that to dry and get on with something else. So I'll see you in the next video, whichever that may be.